In the distant future, Earth stands as a beacon of technological advancement. Over centuries, humanity has evolved, mastering sciences that once seemed beyond reach. Yet, for all its progress, Earth remains a quiet, solitary planet, hidden from the broader galaxy, its people content with their peace, their advancements shielded from the eyes of those who might covet or fear them. Life continues, seemingly untouched by the turmoil that often engulfs other worlds in the vastness of space. But beyond Earth's serene atmosphere, a storm brews. The Galactic Empire, a monolithic force that spans the stars, has turned its gaze toward this small, blue planet. The Empire, known for its ruthlessness and the iron grip with which it rules countless worlds, is a name whispered in fear across the galaxy. It is a force that brooks no opposition, a machine that grinds all resistance into dust. And now, it demands Earth's submission. In the cold vacuum of space, a colossal fleet materializes. Thousands of warships, each bristling with weapons capable of annihilating entire civilizations, form an impenetrable wall of destruction. The ships, massive beyond imagination, cast shadows upon the Earth as they align in orbit, their presence a terrifying omen of what is to come. Then, as if to punctuate the inevitable, a message is broadcast to every corner of the planet, resonating in every language, in every home, and in every heart: surrender within 24 hours, or face annihilation. The ultimatum is clear, and the show of force unmistakable. The Empire believes this small world will crumble under the weight of its might, that humanity will fall to its knees, trembling, begging for mercy. After all, what is Earth compared to the vastness of the Empire's domain? What is humanity but another species to be conquered, another world to be added to their collection? But as the Empire's message echoes across the planet, a different response begins to take shape. In the heart of Earth's leadership, there is no panic, no fear. The leaders of this world, seasoned by years of preparation, gather in a room that hums with the energy of secret technologies, with the knowledge of what has been hidden from the galaxy for so long. These are men and women who have seen the possibility of this day and have prepared not for surrender, but for defiance. In a move that would seem reckless to an outsider, the leaders of Earth issue a response as simple as it is bold. Come and take it! Across the planet, the message spreads first as a whisper, then as a rallying cry. There is no despair, only a steely resolve that hardens in the hearts of every man, woman, and child. This is not a call to arms for a last stand. It is a call to reveal what has been hidden, to unleash the power that has been quietly growing beneath their feet. As the 24-hour countdown begins, the world holds its breath. People go about their lives with a sense of purpose, of unity, as if each action, each moment, is part of a greater plan. Families gather, not in fear, but in solidarity, ready to face whatever may come. The elderly, who have seen the world change in ways once unimaginable, share stories of perseverance, of battles fought and won against impossible odds. The young, their futures hanging in the balance, prepare themselves with the calm determination that comes from knowing they are not alone in this fight. And so, the hours tick away, not in dread, but in quiet anticipation. The world, once isolated and at peace, now stands on the brink of a conflict that will determine not just its fate, but the future of the galaxy. Yet, even as the shadow of the Empire's fleet looms over them, the people of Earth remain unyielding. They know what is at stake, and they know what must be done. In those final moments before the deadline, there is a stillness, a calm that settles over the planet like a blanket of resolve. The world waits, not with fear, but with a defiance that the Galactic Empire could never have anticipated. For the Empire, this was supposed to be an easy victory, a simple conquest. But for humanity, this is the moment they have been preparing for, the moment to show the galaxy who they truly are. As the Galactic Empire's warships align themselves for an all-out assault on Earth, confident in their overwhelming power, the true strength of humanity begins to stir beneath the surface. For decades, while the world appeared peaceful and unassuming, a different reality was being forged deep underground, away from prying eyes. In hidden chambers and secretive labs, some of the greatest minds in human history worked tirelessly, driven by a single purpose: to ensure that when the time came, Earth would not just survive, but prevail. The surface of Earth might still appear calm, but below, entire cities have been constructed to house the most advanced technology the galaxy has never seen. Underground bunkers stretch for miles, each one a fortress in its own right, equipped with cutting-edge weapons and defense systems. Cloaked ships, invisible to the naked eye and undetectable by any known sensors, are stationed within these bunkers, ready to take to the skies at a moment's notice. Above them, powerful energy shields are activated, forming an impenetrable barrier that envelopes the planet, ready to absorb and deflect the Empire's most devastating attacks. This is the legacy of a world that has always been underestimated, a world that has taken the lessons of history to heart. Humanity knows the cost of unpreparedness, and they have ensured that never again will they be caught off guard. Every nation, every corporation with the means, has contributed to this vast defense network. Rivalries have been set aside, and old enmities forgotten, as the realization dawned that survival depends on unity. From the coldest reaches of the Arctic to the deepest jungles, from the vast deserts to the bustling cities, the entire planet has been fortified, every inch of it prepared to resist. It is not just the technological marvels that give Earth its edge, but the people behind them, the engineers, the scientists, the strategists, and the soldiers who have poured their hearts and souls into this endeavor. They are the unsung heroes, those who have sacrificed much in the shadows, all to give humanity a fighting chance. Their work is now about to be tested as the Empire readies its first strike. The Empire, confident in its superiority, launches its first wave of attacks, expecting to break through Earth's defenses with little effort. Gigantic warships descend, unleashing a torrent of plasma and energy beams, enough to reduce entire continents to ashes. But as the first volleys hit, the Empire's commanders are met not with the expected devastation, but with something entirely unexpected. The energy shields absorb the blows, dispersing the destructive forces harmlessly into the atmosphere. The Empire's fleet is then met with a counterattack that defies all logic. From beneath the Earth, the cloaked ships rise, moving with a speed and precision that leaves the Empire's forces reeling. These are not the primitive vessels the Empire expected to encounter. They are state-of-the-art warships, bristling with weapons far beyond anything the galaxy has seen. They strike with pinpoint accuracy, targeting the Empire's most vulnerable points with devastating effect. Advanced missile systems, railguns, and energy cannons tear through the Empire's armada, causing explosions that ripple through space. The shock among the Empire's commanders is palpable. How could a planet that was supposed to be insignificant, a planet that they believed would be easily subdued, mount such a fierce and effective defense? Panic begins to set in as the realization dawns that they are not just facing a resistance. They are facing a force that has been waiting for this moment, a force that has prepared for every eventuality. The battle that unfolds is unlike any the galaxy has witnessed. The Empire's forces, used to crushing their enemies with sheer power, find themselves outmaneuvered and outgunned at every turn. Humanity's tactics, honed in secret over decades, are designed to exploit the Empire's weaknesses. The cloaked ships move in and out of engagement zones with breathtaking agility, striking and disappearing before the Empire can even react. The energy shields not only protect Earth but also reflect and amplify the Empire's own attacks back at them, causing chaos within their ranks. It is a battle of wits as much as it is of weapons. The Empire's arrogance, its belief in its invincibility, is turned against it. The commanders, once so sure of their victory, are now scrambling to make sense of the situation. Their warships, the pride of their fleet, are being torn apart by a force they cannot see, cannot predict, and cannot understand. Every move they make is countered, every strategy they employ is anticipated. As the hours pass, it becomes clear that the Empire is in trouble. What was supposed to be a quick and decisive victory is turning into a nightmare. The element of surprise, once thought to be the Empire's greatest weapon, has been wrested from them by a planet that was supposed to be weak, defenseless, and easy to conquer. The tables have turned, and it is humanity that now holds the upper hand. And all of this is just the beginning. The Empire has yet to see the full extent of what Earth is capable of, the depths of its resilience and ingenuity. For what they have encountered so far is only the first layer of humanity's defense, the first hint of the power that lies within this unassuming world. The battle may be far from over, but the Empire has already learned a hard lesson. Earth is not to be underestimated, and humanity is a force to be reckoned with. The battle rages on, and what once seemed like a certain victory for the Galactic Empire now begins to unravel. Their forces, accustomed to overwhelming their enemies with sheer might, find themselves confounded by Earth's defenses. Every tactic they employ, every maneuver they attempt, is met with a counter that seems almost preordained, as if humanity knows their strategies before they even execute them. The Empire's commanders are left baffled, struggling to comprehend how this backwater planet could so thoroughly dismantle their approach. Frustration mounts within the Empire's ranks. Their fleets, which have never encountered an enemy they could not crush, are now faltering. The Empire's pride, built on centuries of unchallenged dominance, is beginning to crack under the weight of this inexplicable resistance. They cannot understand how Earth, a planet they considered primitive, is able to anticipate their every move with such precision. And then, the revelation comes, one that sends shockwaves through the Empire's command. Earth is not standing alone in this fight. For decades, humanity has been a part of a clandestine interstellar alliance, known only to a few, an alliance formed in the shadows by those who have suffered under the Empire's tyranny. This silent network, as it is known, is a coalition of oppressed species, bound together by a shared desire to overthrow their common oppressor. They have been biding their time, gathering strength, and sharing their most advanced technologies and knowledge with one another, all with the hope of one day striking back against the Empire. Earth, once isolated, became the silent network's most secretive and promising member. The oppressed species, each bringing their own unique advancements and strategies, found in humanity a partner unlike any they had encountered before. The resourcefulness, adaptability, and indomitable spirit of the human race made them ideal allies. Over the years, Earth absorbed these contributions, integrating alien technologies into their own, refining them, and preparing for the moment when they would be called upon to use them. Now, that moment has arrived. As the Empire's fleets press their assault, they are met not just with human ingenuity, but with the combined strength of countless worlds. Energy weapons of unimaginable power, shields that defy even the most advanced Imperial science, and tactics that outthink and outmaneuver the Empire at every turn. These are not merely human creations, but the fruits of a galaxy's worth of suffering and resistance, channeled through Earth. Key moments in the battle reveal this truth. A barrage of energy beams, powerful enough to shatter planets, is effortlessly absorbed by Earth's shields, shields that shimmer with the hues of 1,000 alien technologies working in harmony. In another sector, Imperial ships are caught in a trap, a minefield of stealth drones that, once activated, release a wave of nanites, disabling the Empire's most sophisticated systems. These are the gifts of the silent network, deployed with deadly efficiency by the human forces. As the battle turns, the Empire's desperation becomes evident. They begin to realize that they are not just fighting a single planet, but the combined might of a galaxy's worth of oppressed species, all funneled through Earth. The commanders, once so sure of their victory, now grapple with the dawning horror that they are up against an enemy they cannot defeat with brute force alone. Their ships, once thought invincible, are being picked apart, one, by weapons and tactics they do not understand, by foes they cannot see. The Empire's forces, so used to dictating the terms of battle, now find themselves on the defensive, their confidence eroding with each passing moment. The battle is no longer just a conflict for control of a single planet, it is a symbol of the Empire's vulnerability, a crack in the facade of their invincibility. The desperation grows as they attempt to regroup, to adapt, but it is clear that they are outmatched not just in firepower, but in resolve. For the first time, the Empire is facing an enemy that refuses to be cowed, an enemy that has turned the tables on them. The realization spreads through their ranks like a virus. This is not just a battle, but a reckoning. The silent network, once a distant rumor, is now a reality, and it has chosen this moment to reveal itself, using Earth as its spearhead. The combined strength of these worlds, each bearing the scars of the Empire's oppression, is now focused on a single goal: bringing the Empire to its knees. And Earth, with its unyielding spirit and newfound allies, stands at the forefront of this rebellion. The Empire, once the hunter, is now the hunted, as the battle for Earth becomes the battle for the future of the galaxy itself. As the battle for Earth reaches its peak, the Galactic Empire, battered and reeling, prepares for a final, desperate move. Their flagship, a colossal behemoth that dwarfs even the largest of Earth's defenses, positions itself above the planet, its weapons systems powering up for a strike that could end the conflict in an instant. This is the Empire's ultimate weapon, a planet-destroying device designed to obliterate any world that dares defy them. The stakes could not be higher. The tension in the control rooms of Earth's hidden command centers is palpable as humanity's leaders, eyes fixed on the sky, prepare for what may be their final moments. The Empire's intentions are clear. If they cannot subjugate Earth, they will destroy it, leaving nothing but ashes and memories. The weapons countdown begins, and for a brief moment, it seems as though all might be lost. The people of Earth hold their breath, united in a moment of shared dread. They have fought valiantly, surprising the Empire at every turn, but now, it seems, they are out of options. The devastation looming above them is unlike anything they have faced before. But Earth has one final secret, a trump card so powerful that even the most seasoned of humanity's leaders speak of it in whispers, a legend passed down through the ages. Hidden deep within the planet's core, beyond the reach of any modern technology, lies an ancient relic, a source of unimaginable power that predates human civilization. This relic, shrouded in mystery and guarded by the few who know of its existence, is Earth's last line of defense. It is an artifact of such profound energy that it has remained dormant for millennia, waiting for the moment it would be needed most. As the Empire's weapon nears activation, humanity's leaders make the difficult decision to unleash this relic. There is no other choice. If they are to survive, if Earth is to endure, they must awaken the power that has slept beneath their feet for so long. The command is given, and deep within the bowels of the planet, ancient mechanisms begin to stir, responding to the call of their guardians. The moment the relic is activated is one that will be remembered for all time. The ground trembles, the air crackles with energy, and the sky itself seems to warp as the relic's power is unleashed. It is a force that defies understanding, a manifestation of energies that bend the very fabric of space-time. The relic, now fully awakened, creates a rift in reality, a tear in the continuum that surrounds Earth like a protective cocoon. This rift does not destroy, it traps, ensnaring the Empire's armada in a loop of time, an endless cycle of destruction and renewal. The Empire's flagship, along with its fleet, suddenly finds itself caught in this temporal snare. Every time they attempt to fire their weapon, every time they launch an attack, they are pulled back to the beginning of the battle, forced to relive the same moments over and over again. The power of the relic has created a paradox, a prison in which the Empire's forces are doomed to repeat their actions without end, unable to escape the loop that now binds them. Terror grips the hearts of the Empire's soldiers and commanders as they realize what has happened. Their invincible fleet, the pride of their empire, is now caught in a nightmare from which there is no waking. Each time they think they have found a way out, they are thrust back to the start, their memories of the previous cycles intact, their desperation growing with each repetition. The fear is palpable, spreading like a contagion through the ranks. They are trapped in a hell of their own making, victims of the very weapon they sought to use against Earth. The psychological toll is immense. The once mighty warriors of the Empire, who had known only victory and conquest, are now reduced to shadows of their former selves, haunted by the knowledge that they are forever ensnared in this eternal battle. Their courage falters, their resolve crumbles, and soon, even the highest-ranking commanders begin to lose hope. The realization that they can never win, that they are destined to fight the same battle over and over without end, drives many to madness. The Empire's greatest fleet, which had once been the harbinger of doom for countless worlds, is now a ghost ship, adrift in the endless sea of time. For Earth, the relic's activation is a bittersweet victory. The threat has been neutralized, the planet spared from destruction, but the cost is heavy. The power unleashed is not one to be taken lightly, and the leaders of humanity know that such a force must never be used again. The relic is returned to its slumber, Buried once more beneath the planet's surface, its energies sealed away, its guardians sworn to protect the secret until the end of time. In the aftermath, the galaxy learns of the Empire's fate. The once feared rulers of the stars have been humbled, their might broken by a planet they had believed insignificant. The eternal lesson that the Empire receives is one that will be etched into the annals of history: never underestimate the resilience and ingenuity of humanity. The battle may have been won by technology, by tactics, by alliances forged in the dark, but at its core, it was the unyielding spirit of Earth's people that triumphed. And so, the Empire fades into memory, a cautionary tale told across the galaxy, a reminder that even the greatest power can be undone by those who refuse to bow, who refuse to surrender, who stand firm in the face of annihilation. Earth, once thought to be a mere speck in the vastness of space, has shown the galaxy what it means to be truly unstoppable. In the aftermath of the battle, the once mighty Galactic Empire, which had ruled the stars with an iron fist, begins to unravel. The fleet that was their ultimate symbol of power is now lost in an endless loop, forever trapped by the very weapon they sought to use against Earth. Without their armada, the Empire's grip on its vast territories weakens, and the cracks in their once impenetrable facades start to show. Oppressed species across the galaxy, long held in check by fear and brutal repression, see the fall of the Empire's fleet as a sign, a signal that the time for rebellion has come. One by one, these species rise up, inspired by Earth's victory, emboldened by the knowledge that the Empire is not invincible. Revolts break out on countless worlds, and the forces the Empire can muster are no longer enough to contain them. What was once a sprawling empire, feared and respected, is now a crumbling edifice, its foundation of terror eroded by the very fear it once imposed on others. The galaxy, which for so long had known only the darkness of the Empire's rule, begins to see the first light of a new dawn. As the Empire falls, humanity's place in the galaxy is irrevocably changed. No longer are they viewed as a primitive species, insignificant and easily overlooked. The victory over the Empire's fleet has proven that humans are not just another race to be conquered, they are a force to be reckoned with, capable of defying even the most powerful entities in the galaxy. Respect, once withheld, is now given freely, but with it comes a new kind of fear. Humanity's resilience, their ability to turn the tide against impossible odds, is something that other species, friend and foe alike, cannot ignore. But with this newfound power comes responsibility. Humanity is no longer just another player in the galactic arena, they are now seen as protectors, champions of those who seek freedom from tyranny. The alliances formed in secret, once born of desperation, now evolve into something greater. Earth becomes a beacon of hope, a symbol of what can be achieved when a people refuse to be subjugated. The silent network, once a shadowy coalition, emerges into the light, with humanity at its forefront, leading the charge for a galaxy free from oppression. The eternal lesson that the Galactic Empire learned, at the cost of its own downfall, becomes a story told across the stars. It is a reminder that even the greatest power can be undone by the unyielding spirit of those who refuse to bow. The Empire's greatest mistake was not in their strategy or their might, but in their failure to recognize the strength that lies within those they sought to dominate. They underestimated humanity's spirit, their capacity for resilience, and their willingness to fight for their freedom, no matter the cost. And in doing so, they sealed their own fate. This lesson, passed down through the ages, serves as a warning to any who might seek to follow in the Empire's footsteps. It is a testament to the idea that true power does not come from domination, but from the will to resist, to stand firm in the face of adversity. The galaxy, once divided by fear, now begins to unite under this new understanding, with humanity's victory serving as the catalyst for a brighter future. As the galaxy moves forward, a new era begins to take shape, one defined not by the oppression of the many by the few, but by the shared determination to ensure that no species, no matter how small, will ever again be forced to live in fear. Humanity, along with their allies, looks toward this future with hope, knowing that the sacrifices made during the battle were not in vain. The blood that was shed, the lives that were lost, have paved the way for a galaxy where freedom is not just a dream, but a reality. In this new era, Earth stands as a symbol of resilience, a reminder of what can be achieved when people come together, united by a common cause. The relic that saved the planet is once again buried deep within the Earth, its power sealed away, but its legacy lives on in the hearts of those who fought and won. The galaxy may still face challenges, new threats may emerge, but the knowledge that humanity and their allies stand ready to defend the freedom they have won gives hope to all. And so, the story of Earth's defiance, of the fall of the Galactic Empire, becomes a part of galactic history, a tale of courage, of unity, and of the unbreakable spirit of humanity. The galaxy, once shrouded in darkness, now looks to the future with renewed hope, guided by the lessons of the past and the determination to build a better tomorrow for all.